Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Marina Oster, Stanford scientist and life coach, and I'm on a mission to empower you to create your very own reality. Today we're talking about how to find our passion. How do we do that? How do we find what we love to do in life, what brings us happiness? Stay tuned. So step one, and the beginning to a really powerful shift, is to shut down all of the external noise, all of the external voices except our own, because they are getting in the way of hearing what it is that we truly are meant to be doing. What's our passion? If everyone has an opinion, if everyone is saying, this is how you do things, or this is how we've always done things, how can you hear your voice? How can you really listen and hear what it is that you're meant to do? So, step one, shut down the noise, silence the external voices, the external opinions. And by that, I mean people who are your family, people who are your school, maybe your teachers or your peers, your friends, or even your boss, your authority figures. This is something that we have a big problem with, is shutting down the voices of the people who have power in our society, wherever we're at, whether it's religious or political or even personal. And what we need to do is we need to press pause on all of that opinion, because that opinion comes to us with confidence, right? And of course it's like this. Of course this is it. Well, of course you'll be doing this. And any guilt that we have based upon those very strong feelings from our environment and the people in it, they start overshadowing and silencing our own voice. So step one, shut down and make sure that the voices that are talking are yours and not someone else's. Step two, get out your notebook, get out a journal, a piece of paper if you have to, and write down a list. What do you love to do? Now, this can be big or small. It doesn't matter. Don't judge it. Just let the thought reach your paper. Write it down. What do you love to do? What do you do where time stands still? You're completely and utterly in the present moment. Nothing is distracting you. You're not worrying about the past, any regrets. You're not fearing the future. You are completely here and now. You are immersed into whatever it may be. What do you love to do? Write that down. It can be small things like creating bouquets or creating a one-of-a-kind card that you would send to a friend. Whatever it is, big, small, professional, in your family, by yourself, for your friends. What do you love to do? Write that down. Make a list, big or small, just put it down, and you'll see that one thought will start to beget another. And pretty soon you'll start being able to add more and more things to that list. And I recommend doing this for a week. So you're doing that every day for a little bit, first thing in the morning and before you go to bed. So try that. That's step two. Step three is to add to the list, but now it's a second list, and that list is called what I'm good at. Now, you are good at quite a number of things, even if in the beginning it kind of feels strange and you might feel a little self-conscious posed with that question, right? What am I good at? You are good at many, many things. You have unique gifts, you have unique talents, things that come easily to you. What are you good at? Think about what people have complimented you on, right? Whether it's strangers or coworkers or your boss or friends, family members. What have you been complimented on? What do you know you do well? What do people come to you for help with, right? What role do you play in your friend group? Because when you're with friends, it's all voluntary and it is what you love to do. So are you the person who cracks a joke to make everyone laugh and lift the mood? Are you someone who sees someone who's hurting and you take the time to hear them out, so you offer them your presence and that validation? Or do you lead? Do you naturally lead your friend group or your family? What role do you naturally fall into in different environments? What do people compliment you on? And what do you know that you do well? And so give it time. Again, do that for a few minutes in the morning, a few minutes before bed, but do it for a week so that your subconscious can start working through that and start adding to your list. You'll remember things, you'll run to write them down, and it'll just start flowing after a few days. So give yourself that time. And then step 4, look at your list after about a week or even a couple of days if you can't wait. Look at your list, both of them, right? What you love to do and what you're good at, and say, what is the common theme? What are the common themes in this list? Maybe the top 3 at most, and maybe just the one main theme. What is the theme? What do you see? Is it that you love to help others, or you are a creative problem solver? What exactly is it? Or that you love to work independently through solutions and iterations and ultimately crafting something that you can, find an answer to, a solution. What exactly is the theme of all of that you love to do, all of that you're good at? You will see they'll start to fit into 1 or 2 or maybe 3 at most categories. And that is your bell. That is your bingo, because what you're seeing is you're seeing exactly what you should be doing. If it's a career choice, then that is the character trait that must be fulfilled for you to be happy. And that is, of course, while you've suspended all of the opinions and advice of other people, because right now your focus and your priority is just to listen to you and to no one else. And that is what gets us hung up for days, for months, for years, for many years, because we're always in conflict. We're always kind of having these internal urges and we feel what we want, but we hold back or we go another route because we have external opinions of authority that are very strong or think that they know best for us. And so they're constantly throwing us off our own course. And that is really the conflict. So if you can suspend that and you can honor yourself by making those lists and saying, okay, this is what's coming through. This is what I need to honor. This is what really fulfills me and that I'll be able to really enjoy. That's your calling. That's your passion. That is where time stands still, where you are completely in the present moment. It's pure, joyous creation. And that brings us to the last point. The last point is that you have to make a commitment to follow your joy. That's right, follow your joy. Because when you do that, your intuition will start to get louder and louder. It will start to tell you, it will start to show you through your feelings what it is that you love to do. So every time you have a choice, you have a pull, you want to go and do that, you want to sketch, you want to create that bouquet, you want to go and help, you want to lend an ear. That is something you can't say no to. You should make a choice, a conscious choice to not say no to that because someone else says, oh no, you should be doing that, right? And so you say, okay, I'll go. And so that's the dilemma. That's what shouldn't be happening anymore. Make a commitment to follow your joy. Your joy is that way. You feel it. You feel it pulling you. And so say yes to it. And every time you honor it, it will thank you by growing louder and louder. Your emotional guidance system will speak up, and because it sees that you're paying attention, you're honoring it. And so once you say yes, 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 you'll pretty soon find that you are following your bliss, you are following your joy. And that again is a place to say, hey, this feels really good. This is, or parts of this is what's fulfilling me. And that is my passion. That is what is so important to me. To say, I will follow my joy. I will follow the internal pull, regardless of the external noise that keeps confusing us. So remember, follow your joy and steer clear and free from the approval and good opinion of others, because this isn't their life, it's yours. So remember, this is a courageous journey. You are a hero, and it's your journey. And I challenge you to follow and see where it leads.